Hey, I listened to that other band on the show too, and oh,
Nanowar?
they're bad. No, no, no. I
Oh,
was already aware
wait,
of
which one didn't you know?
Nanowar. They do the kind of
Yeah.
jokey shit. The I want to say it was Edge of Paradise or something like that. The fourth
Oh, the
band,
fourth.
fourth
I
build
got you.
band, and it was good looking lady. But it was good looking lady metal and nothing
Mm.
else. It was really boring. It did nothing. The tones were bad. Her voice wasn't great. I know there was an announcement post on Amaranth's
Oh, okay. Here it is. You're right.
socials.
Edge of Paradise. It's Dragonforce
Yep.
with special guests Amaranth, Nanowar of Steel, and Edge of Paradise. I have not
Yep.
seen Edge of Paradise, so I'll have to look them up. But yeah,
Really
but I
worth it.
know. Look, I have disliked Amaranth for a very long time,
With
as
good
well as
reason.
Dragonforce, and then Nanowar is like I don't hate them, but it's mostly just that, like you said, they kind of it's supposed to be funny, but it's not. It's not really funny.
But
It's just that sort of like they're closer to at least trying to be funny than the just like we don't take ourselves seriously, but also we don't have a sense of humor. Like they're trying. It's kind of like I don't know, they're European and so it's just like a European sense of humor. Oh wow,
yeah,
this
that
show
checks out. That
is in New
that
York
sounds
on
about right.
Friday. I will not be
Oh
there.
well. Yeah, I imagine that.
But that is funny. So
It's fine.
so
It's
you
for the
called this
best.
disco metal, the disco metal tour.
I did.
Let's analyze that because I think there's some
Let's unpack that,
accuracy,
shall we?
but it wasn't what I my first thought. Like,
No, and that's probably fair. I might have been overstating it. There's been a lot of disco metal out there, and maybe this just felt like a proper place to throw that together because all these bands are really poppy
yeah, I
and
think
not
you could
very
call
good.
them all pop metal, and but maybe even disco in like the European sense, like a discotheque metal, perhaps.
Oh,
Um,
sure, sure.
and the latest Dragon Force song, that like Apocalypse Party or whatever, that was pretty. That was more disco metal than they even usually are. Uh,
Were they the ones that did the? It's like this is the Legend of
oh
Zelda or
yes,
whatever.
which
Now
I didn't
that
actually watch
was
that yet. It
awful.
sounded bad. I
I
didn't.
didn't need that.
Dragon Force Zelda. Oh no. Does it in any way actually reference the soundtrack, or is it just like here's a
What a
shitty
I
tribute?
think no. Yeah, the music. I doubt it references the music. I think it was just like the Triforce and the blah 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 and shit like that. No, if it referenced the music, that would actually be something probably more interesting.
Yeah, no, it's
I
literally just a Dragon
doubt
Force
it
song,
did.
isn't it?
Well,
I mean,
they
but you know
all
what I
are.
mean, like in
That's
terms of
yeah. Oh yeah, I sure do. That's what I said. They all are. Yeah, it's power of the Triforce. We are not dicking around. It's right there. There's a Triforce on the screen clip, whatever the thumbnail.
the crazy
It's
part to me
Zelda.
though is how when it comes to video game, even video game inspired music, Zelda is known for having one of the classic actual pieces of video game music. And so to like not actually in any way interact with that and just be like, here is another dumb power metal song about Zelda. This is just like,
I mean, maybe I'll actually watch and like pay attention to it. I don't really want to because
no,
it wasn't
it's,
good.
I'm looking at it.
But I shouldn't say it's not in there. I don't know for sure.
I don't think it is. I
Wasn't
don't.
paying that close attention. It probably isn't.
Oh,
That
but
would that would make for a more
Herman has a
interesting
double neck
song.
guitar for some reason, but just on the solo? That doesn't.
And he probably is only playing one of them.
Right, because why would he?
I love when guys have double neck guitars and
Yeah,
never touch the
and
other
like,
neck. That's one of my very
all right,
favorite things.
let me see what happens.
I just needed more weight. This guitar, it was too light. I need extra neck for support.
It cuts between him playing his. He's got So other guy Sam has a BC Rich now, and Herman has two PRSs. One that I think is his like prototype of a signature model, and then a double neck that he doesn't touch the other neck, and it's like shooting stuff out the headstock. I mean, like it looks. Well, I don't know what it is. It's like colorful streams.
I'm assuming that's just After Effects or
right.
production.
It's not actually shooting stuff out of the tip of the guitar. And then Sam has a when he shoots stuff, but it looks like that one looks like it's a headless like a touch guitar where it's got like extra, I don't know, like you play it with like both hands and you just like tap on it, but he doesn't actually play it. It just appears for him to like shoot energy out of it. Yeah, why is that even there? It's like a double neck with no, well, it's hard to say if it has a headstock because it has that like green stuff shooting out the end. But I've seen these before, and they're usually used for like touch playing where you just like tap everything. And
sure.
But he's just, yeah,
that whole thing is a mess.
I don't hear any reference to actual Zelda. So
no, it's another Dragonforce song where they're all the same song. It's all the same song. Yeah. It's wheedly dee 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 dee. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's still fast. It does nothing. It's not good.
This is real bad. Amaranth, I don't know. Amaranth does appear to have a new album. I've not heard it. I probably won't bother because
I'll bet it sounds like the other Amaranthe albums.
They really
have like one song. I remember I tried to listen to their stuff back in the day, and I picked a few things, and I was like, "Oh God, what the hell? Did I get the same like song, but it's titled wrong like 7 or 8 times?"
No.
That's not what happened. They're all just.
I feel like they had like their first album was a little more like power metal with the pop in it, and then they fully merged it into like the pop metal thing, and then they never went back. Even though they tried to like no, this one is heavier. No, it's not. No, it is not at all.
But we have 3 singers, and one of them's hot, one of them growls, and one of them's this guy. We're sorry about this guy, but
and that guy is gone. The boy band guy is Jake E is no longer in the band.
The dreads guy.
Well, he didn't have dreads in this band. He had dreads when he was a backup singer for Camelot.
This guy's terrible.
But then but it was worse because he cut his hair and then he just had like a painter's cap, like a certain kind of cap that you would expect to see if he's in a boy band. That's why he's just like the boy band looking guy. That and this dress and like. Yeah,
he was terrible. That's
so he left and is in a different band.
That's all I really need to recall.
I don't know who's in it now. Can I see without actually hearing the fucking song?
Oh God, I'm sure it doesn't matter. I'm sure someone growls, and I'm sure there's Elise. I'm sure she looks good because
it's like
what else are they selling at this point?
It's got the like Max Martin. It's not circus music, but it's like cabaret. It's like a bouncy cabaret beat. That's like the pop element, because they're literally like Max Martin metal is what I should probably call them, minus actually having anything written by Max Martin.
Right, they're bad. This is a terrible tour. I don't know who put this together. I'm sure it will be wildly successful and sold out. God, look, we don't like pop music at this this podcast here. If that wasn't clear,
I wouldn't say categorically though, because I'm not a genreist. The problem with pop music is that it's not actually a style of music. It is a marketing strategy that affects your musical compositions and usually makes them bad because you're like trying to make them accessible to the most amount of people possible. And therefore,
lowest common
denominator music. And Amaranthe is like, what if we brought that to the heavy metals? And
but also we got rid of the heavy and most of the metal.
It still has that like superficial, production of.
Well, some of us are wearing leather
in it,
and boots,
but so does like actual pop music. So at this point, it's like, who cares?
Right.
Like it's a weird, like they're still not like mainstream exactly. So it's like interesting that it's still like niche, but it's this weird thing where metalheads are like, see, I'm not like a gatekeeper. I don't hate pop music. I like Amaranthe, and I like that the songs are dumb and catchy and and don't ever rock. too hard.
Yeah. So cool. Yeah. Let's do a exercise here and deal with a little bit of actual pop music in relation to this. It's not pop music, it's metal.
Well, no, I think they know it is, but
Celine Dion. Celine Dion is pop music, right? Celine Dion did a Jim Steinman song, which was, I guess, originally written for Meatloaf. He didn't do it. Maybe he did it later. I forget how that all shakes out.
All
doesn't
matter.
Back
to me now.
That song,
not just saying that.
I would argue is more metal than anything Amaranthe has done.
Well, yeah, that's because of Jim Steinman and.
Yes, but it is still a pop song. And Jim Steinman wrote with pop sensibilities, along with his thing. There's a lot of words for that, and I don't think we have that long.
Right.
I don't want to be here all week. He was great. These are not bad words. It's just a lot of words.
It's theatrical rock about motorcycles and teenagers trying to do it in the 50s mostly. That's basically and
it may have been inappropriate. It was
in the songs. The songs are from the perspective of the teenagers. It's not like Winger 17 where it's very clearly an adult man singing about a 17-year-old. It's like he is also the spirit of a
hey Kip,
teenager.
Do you know why I'm here today, Kip?
Oh, that reminds.
Let's have a seat.
So since Winger is headlining Prague Power next year, people on Twitter were talking about it, and they were like, what? Why are they? And I was like, hey, but wait, they're gonna play their entire 90s album that I've never heard of until this announcement. And they were like, what? And we were basically like, oh, maybe it's, it should have been a concept album. It should have been a sequel to 17. It should have been like 17 scenes from a prison sentence. It's about like from the perspective of the guy from 17, but now he's serving time for what he did in the song 17.
Starts a little bit like Mind Crime. He's in a facility, and he's. Yeah.
It could be both influenced by Mind Crime and Scenes from Memory, because it's like he could also be speaking to a psychologist, trying to get across to him why what he did was wrong, and he was like, her daddy says she's too young, but she's older, and she's like,
and
now,
he's right.
Why do you think he says that? And why do you think the law said that? And then, that would have been a much more interesting Winger album than the one that they're actually going to play. But good stuff. So I don't know. Should I bother listening to this Edge of Paradise?
Edge of Paradise. No.
Are they?
Can if you like. It's not really worth it.
Do you think that based on that name that are they Camelot core? Because based on the name, like Epica is named after a Camelot album. Edge of Paradise is a song, I believe, on that Camelot album. And
I listened to it once. I listened to like half of it, and I was dicking around in OBS at the time, so maybe I didn't pay that much attention, but it didn't grab my attention in any way. So go ahead, but like I wouldn't expect much. Oh yeah, they fit the tour. It's just, why is that a tour? Why is there not one single band there that does anything?
I think you nailed it.
All.
They all technically there is a subtle overlap of which we could potentially call disco metal, and considering that they're mostly European bands, and that pop music is frequently played in a discotheque, despite not, you don't necessarily have to play disco in a discotheque, but you would be playing, their goal is to get their heavy metal music played in a discotheque. That seems to be the sort of angle they're going for. And so I think disco metal is not entirely, granted, if it was actually disco and metal, that might actually be cooler by like a good amount.
Well, I mean, if we're hung up on disco, maybe disco's not. It's absolutely, without a doubt, dance metal.
Dance metal's probably.
I mean, there's no way around that. Is it
and yet
disco?
and yet not.
I don't know. How much cocaine are they doing? It's part of disco. I don't know if you can have disco
true.
without
and
it.
actually, in that case, then you could argue that Electric Callboy is dance and or disco metal, but in a much more fun and not
Much more interesting.
Yeah,
They at least look like they're having fun, and they are fun to watch.
Well, and they can actually write those kind of songs. They're not like they're more of an EDM angle in both the songwriting and the production, but like again, this like Amaranthe is always clearly trying to copy like Max Martin era Britney Spears, which actually maybe is all of Britney Spears, but Max Martin meets metal, and considering Max Martin used to be in like a shitty metal band, that's like even he was like, you know what, I don't think I'm supposed to play metal, and then they were like, maybe you should, Max. Maybe we should do what you combine your music with boring metal guitars that don't do anything interesting.
With our powers combined, we are not, I don't know what we are. It's a mess. But people will buy it because people will go pay money for things that you can just dance to and not think about. And I guess that's fine, but I don't have to like it. So I'm not going to.
We're in the era of like, look, it's great that metalheads listen to other music. They should. But I think a lot of them are maybe trying too hard to, and then that's where you end up. You're like, but I listen to Amaranthe.
Well, yeah, definitely listen to other music, but
right.
listen to other good music.
I even like pop music, and it's like, okay, but maybe don't brag about that. Like, that's not like an accomplishment. No. That the whole point of it is that it's like for everyone. And so you can't be like, it's not for you. It's like, no, it's literally for everyone. That's the point of that music. It's supposed to be for everyone.
And everything doesn't have to be for everyone. Can we just kind of all agree on that? You know, it's
not for everyone, but
right.
But if you can appreciate it,
I know that's how you try to sell the most units, is you try to make the thing that's for the most people. But it not everything has to be made that way. You can make things that are more interesting and better. Yeah. And people who want that will buy that, and you can make good money that way too. You can charge more. I don't even give a shit. Charge me more. I will pay you some money to have something that is good, whereas I will pay you no money to have a thing that is not good.
And ironically, it's not like they do it that way. It's like the prices go up the more people they can sell it to. Ridiculous.
We're getting very, very curmudgeonly and grumpy on this, but
not unusual for
the show
podcast. But I don't know. I know I've talked. There are definitely quote unquote classic episodes of the podcast where we talk about Amaranthe. We've definitely talked about Dragonforce a bit here and there. Nanowar not as much. I don't know if I've actually like really talked about them.
I don't think they've been around that long.
And I think mostly they appeared when we weren't regularly podcasting. And again, it's like for what they're trying to do. Actually, their latest, like they did some. I remember it's very silly, but they tried to do like more.
Well, their whole thing is definitely very silly. I feel like there was maybe one song they did that I thought was amusing, and then a lot of other stuff after that was really very bad.
I remember they did Norwegian reggaeton, which was at least attempting to like kind of.
I think that was amusing, and they did something with Michael Starr of Steel Panther, which I don't remember.
I don't.
Which
isn't
I don't know
good.
If
I heard that. Oh, geez.
Uranus or presumably Uranus. Yeah, and they did something with that Angus McFife douchebag.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That's a whole thing. So I think probably at that point was where I was very done with it. You know, because we're funny. We have funny men. Angus, he is funny too. Look at us, ha ha ha. And I'm like, he's not funny. He's actually stupid. No,
I know that they're.
It might be a huge creep.
Definitely. And now he's like extra unfunny because he just took his super shallow gimmick from Glory Hammer and tried to like keep it going.
Isn't he going by like Angus Mc
yeah,
Six
Mix Six
now? Because what
because like, but he wasn't Angus
curious.
Mc5, right? It was McFife, like
No, but
like a fife, like the musical instrument.
close.
And right, so he's like, again, it's very
Twice.
unfunny play on words. That's not even really play on words.
Stupid.
They had a, I know they, Metal Boomer Battalion. That was the recent Nanowar song I heard where they like try to like rip on, you know, boomer metalheads online, but which is a valiant effort. But then the actual song,
Sure, a valid thing to do.
right,
Execution
the
matters.
actual song
though.
is like their most boomer metal song, and not.
Well, maybe it's supposed to be. I'll withhold judgment until I actually listen to it, but I have concerns.
But it's still, it's like a power metal song. Like it's not like real like old boomer metal. It's just like boomery. It's not really. It's just like the point is very straightforward, and
dancey, something you can dance to without thinking
no,
about
it's just
very
like
hard.
a power metal song. It's like not.
Oh
no,
not even
that's
dancey?
the thing. That's what I was saying. Like there's no. There's none of the gimmick in it. It's just like a power metal song about boomers complaining online, and you know, therefore, and with their usual sort of like cheesy, not entirely funny lyrics.
Right.
It's not a bad idea, but yeah, the execution is not amazing.
Do I have to dig out the criteria again? I know it's not a cover, but I feel like there might be some universality.
Many different
to
criteria for like
well, Weezer's not involved. There's no free space.
All right. Well, what else can we say about this disco metal tour?
I don't know. There's only so much to say about it once we've kind of it's hey, this band sucks, which yeah, it's whatever. I don't know. I guess it'll be interesting to see like if a tour like this does phenomenally well, ticket sales, etc. Especially because I think that's kind of one of the points I was going to bring up about it. This is a U.S. tour. This is a U.S. tour of dance metal, and we're talking, well, in the European context, a lot of this stuff makes sense. This is kind of old hat. These tours do okay. I am curious to see what this tour is going to do in the U.S. I will be curious to see if the U.S. will support this and what that would say about the U.S. market. So we may need to circle back, see what the numbers look like. Did this fall on its face? Or did it do astronomically well? Or somewhere in the middle, I guess. But I think maybe that's probably the most interesting part because the bands sure as shit aren't.
Yeah, it's at a decent... I think it's a decently sized venue in New York.
I think I saw an announcement where they were somewhere in Austin, something or other. Let's see. Good amount of tours. Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Florida, Georgia, blah, 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 blah. Up the coast.
Oh, it is oh my God.
Oh, Canada
Palladium.
too. That's a North America tour, not just a U.S. tour.
I didn't know this because I haven't been to it, but the Palladium Times Square where they're playing used to be the PlayStation Theater, used to be the Nokia Theater, used to be the PlayStation Nokia Theater. It's changed names like every other year for the past decade. I've seen a bunch of shows there, but I didn't even realize that was because the Palladium sounds like a real theater, unless it was.
Right.
I don't think it was that before all these sponsorship names because I don't think it was. I think they just built it and then it had one. I think it was it was the Best Buy Theater. I think at one point maybe. It's just seriously this rotating, and now it's called the Palladium. So I guess the PlayStation deal ran out, and originally built as the Lowe's.
Sounds a little like somebody's signing short-term deals for the name rights or something, or it's changing hands.
Yeah. Originally built as the Lowe's Astor Plaza Theater. Oh, so it used to be a movie theater, and then it was, I think, when the first of these people sponsored it, it like redesigned, reopened, because it was definitely like freshly redesigned when I started seeing metal bands there. Because it's probably one of the better and bigger venues that you could see metal bands in New York. Like I've seen Meshuggah there. I've seen.
It's not the Clinic?
No, it is not the Clinic. It is very much not. It's pretty decent spot if you can if you know what it's currently called and therefore know to go there.
Right. So I was just looking at the graphic for the tour, and it said that one, two, three, five of the locations are sold out. Which this is from a post 3 days ago, so it could be more because they got low ticket warning on a whole bunch of them. Which,
yeah, I mean,
wow.
it's a.
I mean, again, I don't know the exact size of the place.
This place is a little over 2,000 capacity. So I'm not surprised between Dragonforce, and Amaranth, like.
You're saying they're not really reaching for it?
Yeah. I don't think there's if that's the size of most of the venues, it's probably well targeted because, like Dragonforce is pretty well established. They've been around, and they're not at a big risk of like not selling enough tickets in that venue. I don't think.
Sure,
but it's a decent sized venue. I mean, that's usually.
Curious where they're going to be in Chicago.
I saw King Diamond there. I saw Children of Bodom there. Saw Stephen Wilson there.